Hey guys, I know I haven't really made a video in a while, but I'm not really getting that many views anyways. But I decided to make a video for tips for goalies. Now, I restrung my brother's goalie stick yesterday after stringing a bunch of other goalie sticks. And I originally strung it a couple months ago, but it didn't come out that well. It had a really nice channel, but really, I had 3 across, 1 nylon, 2 straights. That's normally how I string my brother's goalie sticks. But after stringing a couple of them, I made a discovery of 2 V's. Then when I was stringing that other one, this one, I decided instead of using a nylon, I used a regular hockey lace. Because normally in short sticks I use 2 V's and a nylon. But the thing about a hockey lace is the ball comes off. Instead of hitting it and going straight down, it just glides off. So you don't need to roll the shooters, and it keeps a nice point. So you see right there, this is a 2V, a 4V, and a straight. I'll get to that later, but I'm going to start talking about mesh prep. Now, I restrung the stick primarily from where it was before, primarily to kind of soften up the mesh. You see it's really nice and soft, nice pocket. Now, a lot of people, when they string goalie sticks, get either a shallow pocket or a really stiff pocket because they don't do mesh prep. And this goes the same thing for shorties. But I mean, personally as a shorty, I like softer mesh, but I use hard mesh, but I soften it. So here's an old piece of mesh that was originally in one of these sticks, but I just unstrung it. I think it was his Nemesis. It's a great piece of mesh. It's 17 diamond. Never recommend 17 diamond. Always use 12 diamond. Now, the thing about this mesh is stiff, and you need to soften it. Now, what you do is, first thing I did is I put your sink, close the drain, and fill it up with hot water. Then rub conditioner in it. Just rub it through everywhere. First thing you need to do is like stretch out before putting conditioner, rub conditioner, fold in half, rub it everywhere, like crumble up in a ball, and then roll it up like this, like a sandwich, and pull it, and just keep on like doing a bunch of things. You don't need to keep on stretching it this way. Stretch it this way and this way. That softens it up, widens it out. As the mesh gets softer, the pocket breaks in better. And that's a better pocket. So just keep on stretching that. Now, I put a little extra conditioner in there, left it in the hot water, picked up about every 5 minutes and just stretched it out even more. Just stretch the crap out of it, and then I put it in the washing machine with some fabric softener with this. It made it nice and soft. Yeah, you should do the same thing before stringing the goalie stick. Now, to talk about the top string. Now, this is normal top string. It's black top string, but really it's just a normal in and out, in, out. I don't do triangle top strings, but that's really for short sticks. I originally did them in some of his goalie sticks. They look retarded, especially with black, but it actually looks really sweet if you just do a normal top string. Triangle top strings keep the top tighter, but for goalie sticks I don't really recommend it because it doesn't come out even. No matter how well you do it, it just doesn't work. Now, always 12 diamonds across for goalie sticks because you want to put the shooters as high as possible, in my opinion, and you want the V's to be as tall as possible, because this is a 4, this is a 2. Now you don't want a 3 or 1, you don't want a 5 or 3, you want a 4 and 2, because this 2 right here is like the end slash beginning of the pocket, and so the ball gets guided up to here, and it generally releases by this one, but is reinforced by this one. So it just glides out, and a lot of people think, oh, it's gonna whip. No, it doesn't whip at all. Actually, people who use straights in their goalie sticks, that's when it whips, because the ball's going to get caught, because it's 12 diamond mesh. It's going to get caught in here. It's really soft. You want just it to glide out, because I looked at it, looked things up line, kind of practiced my brother's stick, and every single time I'd chuck it up, it would kind of get saggish right here. But the V's kind of keep the mesh a little bit tighter, and just form a better channel. They glide along the channel. You see that? How the beginning of the channel is really thin right here, and the points match up perfectly. Now, talk about the sidewalls. You probably can't see it, the sidewall pattern on here, but 2 holes that I didn't use right there. I started, actually, you always want to start your sidewalls as high up on the stick as possible. So I hit it underneath the diamond that I did the top string, which was just 12 right here. I hit it underneath it, and then I started all the way down. I skipped 2 holes, and then went to here. So start at the very top one, which should be, if you see it, it's the very last big hole on this side, because you see this, the 2 lines, and then there's going to be a big hole right here. It fits even. I did this on a different stick, and I used, actually, this is sidewall string, but I used a nylon, 2 pieces of nylon actually, and it's will fit through, so it should work. I have a lock here. I have a double lock here. I just hit underneath. I started right down here. Now, when you're stringing your sidewalls, you really want to pull down the mesh as you string. So, like, take your finger, yank it down. Make sure that when the locks are in the middle of the mesh, not just barely holding it down. You want to get in the middle. And the mesh holes, just like you see that. Like, as you're stringing it, put it through, lock it down. Make sure you're pulling it down too. And then I interlocked all the way down to here. Then my final lock, did a double lock. And then I tripled right here. You see these 2 diamonds scrunched up. This puts the pocket right around here, which is normally not where goalie sticks put their pockets, but it gets a better release when you put up higher, which sounds nonsense because most goalies have pockets that are down here. Actually, putting up here, it's kind of a give and go thing. You catch it, get rid of it. It just works really well. And then I doubled the. You just go all the way down. You need a triple, and then you double here. Lock here, double here, triple. You keep on going down to this very back hole until you see these 2. Very last hole, you go through here. There should be, I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, not including this one. So it's 11 diamonds down. And I don't normally do this, but I did an X. Oh, I've been doing it on a lot of goalie sticks recently, but I don't normally do it for my brother. It's called an X backstring. It's kind of like a loop backstring, where you just weave it all the way across all 10/12 diamonds, and pull it so it kind of scrunchels up right here. Always use for goalie sticks because it locks the mesh so the ball can't go past here. So, like, say if like you get kind of a bad pass and it shoots down here, no problem, it's stuck there. And it just kind of like makes it like a mountain, you know. It kind of scrumbles up the mesh down here so nothing gets out. And this X allows you to extend it, like make it a little bit higher, add more space in it.